time has hit here in Northern California. It's been really cold and rainy and foggy, but yesterday the fog burned off, and today is a beautiful day. Still a little chilly, but I wanted to show you the front garden, what it's looking like right now. This is my newly planted front garden. I want you to check out this Hebe plant. It is gorgeous. The color of it, it's like a burgundy color. This is all new growth here. And check out the beautiful blooms. Aren't those beautiful? So I didn't know they were going to bloom in the wintertime. So this is kind of a treat right now. And that's my newly planted grass there. It looks like it's doing pretty good. I'm excited about, and when the spring starts, it's going to have some beautiful blooms on it. This is the catmint. This one doesn't look like it's doing as well as the other three, but I think it's going to be okay. I'm just going to have to watch it. And then this is my redbud tree. Look at all the seed pods on it. It's lost almost all of the leaves here, and I'm been raking them up. And this is my crepe myrtle, and it's pink. And it's going to be really pretty in the springtime also. It's doing good. And here is the sunshine ligustrum. And it's kind of lost a little bit of leaves, but that's normal in the winter time. And then here is some of the African daisies, looking really pretty. I need to deadhead a couple of them there. And this is the penstemon that I transplanted here, and they are doing really well. More of the ground cover there. It's really a pretty bright pink in the springtime. This is the vinca, and it's done, so I need to pull that out. And the paper whites there have been blooming for probably 3 weeks. Crazy, they're already blooming. The daylilies are still blooming. They're kind of needing to be cut back though now. And then that's the autumn joy sedum. I need to cut that back. And then here's the yarrow that I transplanted. It's doing really well. And some of the lemon sedum here in the front. So yeah, and that's the boxwood. I'm thinking I'm going to plant it in this, probably in the springtime. Everything's looking really pretty, even in the wintertime, even with all the leaves being gone. This is the moly grass, the pink moly grass. And then this wisteria is still hanging on the leaves, but probably in another 3 weeks, all the leaves will be gone on it. And then this is the fruitless plum. It's still, the leaves are hanging on. I'm surprised about that. And the plumbago is doing really well. Love those blue blooms on it. And Jerusalem sage here. This thing gets huge. I cut it back pretty good every year. And the yellow lantana is just kind of hanging in there. Let me go a little closer. It's so pretty, so bright. Purple lantana. It's always really pretty. We haven't really had a hard frost yet, so these things are still blooming and looking pretty good. The lowest we've got is in the 40s, so it hasn't reached the 30s yet. So Still hanging on there. And here's the other front planter. That's the Sunshine Ligurstum. I love that plant. And then here's some ground cover here. I think it's thyme. And then here is the Angelina. And it's still doing really good. Can't believe it's still blooming. And then the Russian sage is done blooming, so I'll be giving that a cut back. I think I'll wait until maybe further into the winter time to give it a haircut. A little bit of the California fuchsia is still blooming. And then here's my tree that's going to be trained. Schiller trellis there. And then behind it here is a barberry. It's an orange rocket barberry. And then here is the butterfly bush. And I'll be giving it a really hard cut back soon. We don't get really, really cold here. So these guys can get cut back in the winter time. Vinca's done blooming. I'll be pulling that up soon. The mom's behind it. I need to give that a trim. And so, yeah. How beautiful this plant is. This is called a Little Henry's Virginia Sweet Spire. And isn't it beautiful? I love it in the fall, and I absolutely love it in the springtime because it gets really pretty white blooms. If I can get a picture of it, I'll put it up on the screen for you. They're really pretty cyclamen, and I planted all these. I need to come in here and pick up the leaves though around them. And every year I kind of try to add to them in here. And they're beautiful when they start blooming, and it brightens this spot up here. I have some ferns back there. It's just a pretty spot. I love the trunk of it. Don't really like the tree, but I do love this trunk here. Beautiful Bloodgood Japanese maple. Almost lost it in the fire, but it came back, and I love how it just arches over the pathway here. Here is the begonias. They're still doing pretty good. And the beautiful oak hydrangeas. They're turning a beautiful burgundy color. Love the color here in the winter time too. The dogwood's going to sleep. Got a few leaves on it, but it's going to be beautiful in the springtime. That's one thing about the winter time. Everything just goes to sleep, and then you get to be excited for the springtime because everything comes back brand new. Right now, just enjoy the colors of the leaves. And right above the gazebo there, that is a persimmon tree. It loses all of its leaves and makes a big mess, but that's okay. We'll clean it up. But it looks like there's little ornaments hanging off of that tree, orange ornaments, and that's the persimmons. Let me see if I can get in a little bit closer for you. It's kind of fun. And then we have the salvia still hanging on. And then these are the petunias still hanging on also. These are some other plants here, and I can't remember offhand what they're called, but I'll have to put it up on the screen for you. My friend gave them to me, and they're doing really well. I need to find a place to plant them there. They have really pretty blue blooms in the fall. Look at that Cosmo. So all this here is my cut flower garden, and these have come up just volunteering because of the seeds on my other Cosmos. And then I also had some zinnias. Had some zinnias in here, and those are coming up. A little bit of the zinnias, but it's so cold. I don't think they're going to make it through the winter time, but they decided they wanted to come up for a little bit. And also there is some, I think those are snapdragons there also. So I'll be probably pulling these out soon after a big freeze hits them, and then we'll start all over in the springtime. So this is the mess that the persimmon tree makes here. And those boxwoods there have really taken off this fall. They like it there, and I'll be trimming them up really pretty. This is a snowball viburnum, and I have to cage it up because of the deer. Let me kind of walk around so you won't see my shadow. I could probably take the cage off of it right now because the deer have kind of backed off eating our plants, but I don't want to risk it yet. And if I can show you, get in here real close there. There's some new buds coming up on it. I just noticed that today, this morning, the new buds coming up. So yeah, it's going to be beautiful, and hopefully it will bloom for me this springtime. Our bamboo, looking so pretty. Look at how tall that is. It's got to be at least 20 feet tall. And that is just over in July. Last July we had the fire, and it was cut down all the way to the ground. And this is, let's see, in July it was 1 year. So a year and a half of growth. Love the bamboo. If I had room in my yard, I would have a bamboo forest because I just think it's just so pretty. We still have our little frog pond running. And then here is some of the lemon yellow lantana, still blooming. Oh, This area is looking still really pretty. The mandevilla, it's got a few blooms left on it. And then above it is the wisteria that's coming all the way down from over here. And it's getting ready to drop all of its leaves. It's actually starting to drop all of its leaves. I need to get out here and do some repotting of these sago palms. My dad found these pots at a yard sale. They were only $5 a piece. So he bought them, and we decided they would be a really pretty container for the sago palms. The sago palms I started when they were off of the mama plant in the front garden. So they were just real little. So I think they're about probably 4 to 5 years old now. This is the most amazing sunset tonight. As I walked out the door, I grabbed my camera. Had to take a picture of it. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.